Smash that.
Oh, sorry to stop that so abruptly. Alright, we got this kind of crazy game going on. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Let's see, this is kind of a controversial game, so if you're, if you're not into the whole controversy, I am just putting a warning up saying that it is for mature content, and I'm actually going to start off by reading Kotaku's shorthanded review of it. It was written by Gita Jackson. So basically this game is Doki Literature Club snuck up on everybody and became a cult hit. Dan Salvato, its writer and lead developer, played an anime tropes presents in its pink and cherry exterior to trick players into experiencing an unsettling story. People might go into Doki Literature Club making fun of it as a tropey anime game. He said, only to find themselves caring about the characters and possibly very scared of them. That's it. That's what they are. That's what it is. That's what they wrote about it. Here we go. And we're going to start also by saying that this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit that website down below. And, by playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and consent to your exposure of highly disturbed content. So again, I'm going to this BRB stream to say that I am putting a warning for mature content. So by me agreeing to this, I'm agreeing for everyone else that it is okay to stream. So hang tight. I'm also just going to... Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, we're gonna get into this. Let's enjoy it. Let's not feel too psycho. Dun, dun. Let's mess with our settings. I always do settings. Music volume. Auto forward time and text speed. That's okay. Skip. Unseen text, that's fine. We'll keep it normal settings. Go to new game, enter your name. Do do Gerber. Why not? Yeah. I'll just go by my name, Chris. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. But she takes her time. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey! You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Chris. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Chris, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Sure, it's possible that I did, in one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Aha! I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Don't you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs, if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, sorry. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me making me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Oof. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's quick. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for cupcakes. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Chris, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparable, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Chris. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika? Come, sit down, Chris. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desk arrangements to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sorry said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No. You. Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any club yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fully up. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You have to... But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Chris, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. One of those guys calling it manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Ooh, that's kind of what we're doing. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to the minimal level. At this, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? How did I expected that, Yuri? For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing it to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That's nice. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's time for Yuri. It's the same for Yuri. I'm sorry, I don't know what I read. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Chris? Monika smiles warmingly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Chris, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I decided that. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Chris, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class at Star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Chris. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! She's excited. She's so excited. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Well, will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Cha-cha-cha. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright. So, I'm obviously a try-hard, so let's see what we can do. let's. Alright, we're gonna start with fireflies. Let's see. After image. Let's throw a little lust into it. Alright. Then we're gonna talk about being incapable of doing something. Because what? We're incapable of this whole literature thing. We don't kind of felt forced into it. I do have a little hope that this is gonna work out, and maybe somebody maybe I'll try to. I don't know which one I should try to actually go for. Let's just see who it goes for. But we won't be specific. We'll just put down the words that we choose. Let's see. We're in disarray that we have to be here, and I feel a little bit lazy, but I have determination, and I'll put a little boop in there. Someone, okay, so we know fantasy. Let's talk about lipstick. All right, and maybe we'll talk about shiny. A little happy. Kawaii is cute. Unrestrained. Shopping. Love. Whistle. Question. Music. Everyone, music. That's what we want to talk about if we can. Let's see. Journey. Heaven set. Playground. Defeat. We're going to talk about the journey. And we're going to embrace the journey. We gotta get a little dark. We gotta get a little dark because sometimes the journey is a little dark. And treasure at the end of the journey is dark. And we're a little unstable. Fun, unending, chocolate, uncontrollable. Portrait, skipping. See, the thing is, I'm going through this. I know a few people that have already seen it are gonna be like, "Oh, you should have chosen this to get with this one," or like that. But I want to just choose my own thing. I don't know which one I'm going after right now, or whose story we're gonna run into. Fun. It's still fun. Swimsuit, waterfall, vitality, her cheeks, pop electricity, childhood, waterfall, and friends. We'll talk about your childhood. Suicide, dark beauty, variance, climax, adventure, spinning, bouncy, family, awesome. We're gonna still stick on adventure. Why not? Doki Doki is the sound of a heartbeat. That's what people say in Japanese. They say Doki Doki instead of bum bum. Well, the name of the game is Doki Doki, so that jumps out at me. Alright. Hi again, Chris. Glad to see you didn't run away with us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Chris. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for commitment. For you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too? I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But I don't take us seriously. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chris always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry. That's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Chris can become good friends too? Sayori? Just got awkward. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Oh, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I'll make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading so much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in books. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I can always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. They're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Apologize, hang tight. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and... Alright, so I just noticed something. I had my microphone turned off the entire time. For a while. Sorry, had my mic on mute. I'm psycho. I'm crazy. So, I hope all of you really enjoyed that. I'm gonna keep continuing from now on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hang tight. I love it, because it's like, it's just a video of me like moving my mouth and talking so much, and it looks so exciting. And also, yeah, that's it. That's also, hang tight. We're gonna get this fixed. Hold on, everybody. Please. Alright. We're good. Just in the process of fixing things that I broke. Oh, okay. I was watching it for a bit. Your mic was on. Okay. Maybe for like a moment it was muted, so maybe that not that long. All right, maybe that not that long. All right, we're gonna continue. Hang tight. Thank you for this really short intermission of me going a little crazy. All right, the problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up. I'm just gonna flash my my overlay. There we go. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after that, after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. I feel like Natsuki doesn't make cupcakes. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Oh, look at that. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder why it would be like, what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. You ever wonder that? Like you see a person and you're like, wow, I wonder how their whole perspective on life really is. About to find out hers. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face and filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh. Ah. That's super mean. Sorry. But you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Man, we're so critical. It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... It doesn't feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hustily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arm out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why you're saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Chris, I can't wait to read yours. I can't wait to read mine either. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit now. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my foot poem to first? Well, Yuri did offer me that nice gesture, so why don't we start with her? Although Sayori does really watch out for me. Watch out each other's. And Natsuki's a little nuts. She might not get it out right away, but she does like manga. Why don't... then Monica... He wanted to impress Monica. Let's impress Monica. Let's do that. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Hi, Chris. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha. Don't worry, Chris. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Hang tight. I haven't saved it once. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are always some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Aha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, likes happiness and sadness. Who knew that somebody so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha! Ha. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have a sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes a noisy neighbor? An angry friend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already searched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I wasn't looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, who should I show my poem to next? We're gonna go right to Sayori because this poem's made for her. I want her to feel cool, even though she's kind of annoying. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Chris. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Oh, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I've understood you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Chris poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote on. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Chris. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Just bring that into there. Alright, let's click outside of this. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I've had eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri's really shy. Natsuki's a little stubborn. But she keeps glancing at me. There's something I know where Yuri is right now, so I don't know how it's going to affect afterwards. I like her, but we're gonna go with Natsuki. She's a little bit more, I don't really know where she is. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People could try, but that's about it. Whew. It's a little dark. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. Haha. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. Dot dot dot. It's getting more awkward the later I wait for the next person to talk to. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Ooh. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, shit. Oh. I went too fast! Wait. I don't know if I can click back. Hold on. We're gonna save one here. We're gonna return. We're going to load here. Was any unsaved progress? Okay. We're gonna do it in the same order. Just skipping ahead really quick. Hang tight, we're just getting back to that poem to read. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's get it. Actually, read a poem. Alright, ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present. I bathe. Claims breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh, that's strong. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Okay. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chris. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oops, that was her voice. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori, oh my god! Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Harry smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant... What did you just mean? The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Man, they're really like at each other's throat. Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Put the mouse all over the place. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Chris did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Oh, you're getting a... And Chris liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member Yuri. Ah! That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chris appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chris started showing up. No, Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... What's up? I have someone. What's going on, Clacy Andy? How's it going? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Going all right. You? Yeah, I'm doing good. I've been back and forth about playing this game for a little bit. I'm looking at the chat instead of looking here. And I actually really enjoy it right now. It's fun. We're getting to know everyone. We're in a literature club. Just wrote a poem. Just read their poems. And now we're all fighting. So I'm gonna keep pushing. If you know anything about this game and you want to put in some tips, let me know. I'm always here. Obviously. Chris. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Chris. But wait! There's no reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chris? Oh my god, am I gonna have to choose sides? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh my god! Oh! Okay. Wait, we go hand in... I don't disagree with any of them. So, I'm going to my buddy. Help me, Sayori! No, Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. Well, I have finished the game. Sorry, I'm just Glacy Andy. Oh, I finished the game a few times, so if you want to know anything, ask. Also, could you turn down the game volume a little bit? I absolutely can turn down the game volume a little bit. I'm always back and forth with the volume sound. Oh, you know what? Hang tight. Hang tight. I'm actually going to do it within the game itself. I'm going to turn down the music volume to like here, and then the sound volume to here. Let me know if that... Actually, I probably should save it too. Hang tight. Oh, I could have just hit save game. There we go. And I always have sound issues when I switch between consoles, like the Nintendo and the PS4 and the computer. That's better. I definitely appreciate it. I turned it up a little bit in OBS, so if it still sounds a little louder, let me know. And I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Natsuki glares at me, trying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Oh boy. Sayori! Ah? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Oh my god, we're taking the whole blame that they're putting on me and just pushing it over, making it seem like they're bothering Sayori. Chris? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Man, I just got everyone involved. I should have just chosen someone. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Ooh. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri. Yeah, no, there's Monica. You're right. But, we'll see what... I bet she'll jump into this momentarily because she's the president, you know? We'll see what happens. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because. Well, also, Natsuki's cute. There's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is a vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself in to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count me in. Count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Chris, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with a newfound determination. Chris, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that thing kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Chris, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds. Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. So which girl do you like so far? So it seems like the one true pair right now, the OTP, would obviously be Sayori. But so the thing is, my wife plays all these games. I don't. And I've seen her play like a ton of games like this, and I never know who to go with because it's always a different story, a different perspective of the game either way. And I know it would be cool to go along with the obvious OTP, but I also like to get a little risky and kind of change things around. So I'm thinking about either going for Monica or Natsuki. So I'm not quite sure yet. I'll see where it takes me. You know, I don't know enough about the basis of the story just yet, other than meeting each girl individually and kind of getting who they are. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, we're writing again. So, some of the girls made it sound like, Monaco made it sound like we needed to kind of stay on the same line of writing. Actually, that wasn't it was not Monica, it was Yuri. And I don't know if I want to choose Yuri. Maybe I'll jump around a little bit still. So we'll make kind of a funny, we'll make kind of a sad and annoying poem. We'll stay there. So we got a holiday defeat, anxiety, whirlwind. We'll start off with some anxiety. We'll mix in being, maybe this will bring out some emotions in some people too, that we can learn a little bit more about them if we make a sad poem. We'll say that we're captive, entropy, uncanny, crimson, variance, disown, death, desire. Oh, it gets a little dark with death, so let's do that. We got puppy, candy, poof, lazy, headphones, destiny, climax, vivid, bed, whisper. We'll do lazy. Spinning, vertigo, hope, contamination, hurt, tragedy. That's pretty dark. Go with that. Skirt, piece, giggle, bunny, dance, secretive, bliss, socks, rainbow, color, secretive. Incapable, tears, wrath, excitement, cage, time, happiness, vacation, melody, or clumsy. Let's go with wrath. Let's show them that we're a little angry, even though we're sad. Still mixes two of the dark sides of them. Yeah, the universe, cute, joy, nature, promise, electricity, bouncy, graveyard, aura, or ocean. Graveyard. Fireflies play empty. Oh, that's it, empty. Oh wait, agonizing. Let's say empty. Got 10 more. Parfait. Termination. Blanket. Hop, calm, strawberry, disoriented, breathe, incongruent. I'll go with disoriented. Extreme, feather, uncontrollable, childhood, suicide, imagination, flying, marriage, pain, tenacious. I don't want to go directly into suicide, because that might No, let's not do it. I'm trying to bring out some emotion in somebody. We're gonna hit someone hard on this one. What do you think? Do you think I should do? You think I should do suicide, or do you think I should just keep it either uncontrollable or pain? I'm guessing you're going to hit Yuri hard with this poem. Okay. So I don't have to go too deep with it, right? I don't want to push her over the edge. And I know it's funny because I know it's just a word to add to the poem, but I feel like let's keep her on the edge. Let's just see how she's a little more. Pain. Let's go pain. That's okay if we go with Yuri. I'm okay. I like all of them. In their own way. In their own way. Ending this misery, or it's unending. The girl on the left jump. When you pick a word, they like, oh, no kidding. Okay. I didn't know that. I actually knew nothing about this game. Okay. So I see. And to reiterate, the word Doki Doki is the same sound as ba-bump when you're talking about a heart. None of them are jumping. Now she's jumping. Alright, sugar, wonderful. Oh, massacre. There we go. Heaven sent, frightening, nibble, fireworks, unrestrained, together, awesome, jump, vitality, milk. Unrestrained can also be a positive word, so we're going to go right into negativity. Bigger passion, skipping, explode, nightgown, amazing, kawaii, swimsuit. How about all the horrors that we were talking about will just involve a swimsuit? Romance, sing, misfortune, despise, flee, hair, marshmallow, disaster, sparkle, disaster. Atone, sadness, loud, horror. Okay. Let's see, pout, philosophy, vanilla, grief, sad. Okay, I see. So they jump after you pick it. So I see what you're saying. That's my bad. When you pick a word, they like. I kept thinking that when you hover over it. So that is my bad. Requited. Oh my god, I guess I'm already choosing. Oh, I guess we're gonna get a one true pair out of this one then. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more uncomfortable, a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Alright, enter the club room. The usual scene greets me. Hi, Chris. So, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey. I'm just still not used to seeing you being in the club. That's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always a simple thing with you. Things with you. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. I'm good. Yeah? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your person, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open, then she turns it upside down and lets contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Aha! I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming in the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would let you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. I just kicked something. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Chris to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in that. Involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean that. Oh, she's like so dark on a different level. And it slowly creeps out. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That? Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. You know what? After seeing that there is more of a darker side even more now coming out right away, I think I want to choose her. I think I want to try for her. I don't know. Again, I don't know how it's going to work yet. I don't know yet. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Plap. Kaya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oof. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Sayori is the real cookie monster. I absolutely agree. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's not true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Chris. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah! I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot of recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Chris! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. And sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Chris to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Whoa, what's up, dude? I'm actually on. I'm sorry, I had a busy weekend and figured I'd play this for a little bit. I did not get the AR skin. I missed it. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Chris? Yep, let's go. Hey, Chad, just leave that link there. We're gonna finish up like around 7:30, so like a half hour more, and I'll try to pick that up. Sayori and I exited the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's good that I can still get it. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in something. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Chris, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from the clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me is but a barren wasteland. She's a little crazy. Like that. Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Hang tight, Supreme. I know it. I think it ends at 8. So I think I actually have enough time if I jump on at 7:30 to get it. Actually, if it goes to the website, hang tight, everyone. I'm just gonna give you the screen. I am trying to be an avid H1Z1 player, and again, a lot of new updates are going on right now, so midstream we're just gonna hang tight for a moment. You know what? Actually, let's take a quick break right now. I'll leave this up here, give you some beautiful music, and yeah, I'll be back in a few moments. Not long at all, I promise. Alright, I am back for now. The website is crashing because of the amount of people going through it. I'm gonna have to keep watching for it. If not, it's okay. It is what it is. It's not a problem. I'm gonna continue with this one for a little bit. Alright, I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. It gets a little darker. This game gets a little bit more darker than it is cut out to be. Aha, don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Chris, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. Alright, so I'm going to hang tight to explain this game a little bit more. From what I know about it, this game actually, yep, it is full of girls, and it is part of, it has the tag in Steam that states that it's considered a horror game. And apparently you get so emotionally attached to the characters and then something bad happens and it just becomes tragic and fun, but at the same time it's an anime style game too, so Japan has no filter really on things that can happen. Yes. That's why I'm playing it, just it's something different to hang tight and play. Alright, as the years went by I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see, what do we have in here? Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. I'll keep trying as I'm playing. Alright, dude. Alright, you got it. We'll do that. Alright. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look at the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Oh, smack. Best girl is Monica, though. Haha, poor girl doesn't get any attention. Yeah, I noticed it. It seems a little sad. Kaya! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. It's something I would do. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. I don't see anything. I can't see the center of her forehead. There's a bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Chris. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Oh, okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it would be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Also, we haven't read the poems yet from the night before, so I'm not sure what's happening yet. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots. Let's see. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spelled. Trying, man. I'm trying to hit that refresh button. It's not working. That's okay. I'm not rushing it right now. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. Tip. Depending on who likes the most words you picked out from a poem, you spend time with that character before sharing poems. That helps a whole ton, so I definitely appreciate it. Yeah. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. And just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Chris. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble. Someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah. You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Chris, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. Hey, I got a question. I'm gonna stop. Hold on. Glacy Andy. So, if I had to choose somebody else next time, would it drastically change the game? Like, so if I wanted to go for Yuri next, would that make my relationship with Sayori a little bit worse? Like, is it better at this point to just stay with one person if that's what, if that's where I started? Oh, let me know what you think about it. But all right. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. It's like a whole Boy Meets World type of thing going on, so that's cool. Really? Maybe you're right. Chris, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college, or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. I think it would make a difference, but not a huge one. Some of the outcome would likely be the same both ways. Okay, cool. That's good to know. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. Not if I hide under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Aha! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Hey, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Huh? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all of the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Chris. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Aha, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Let's see. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna keep trying to start with Monica and see what she says. Show me some tears. How are you doing? Hi again, Chris. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Monica's dialogue is interesting. I absolutely agree. She seems very happy up front, but I have a feeling she's hiding something. Something kind of like Yuri. You know how Yuri's a little shy, but you know she's a little dark, but she's a little upfront about it. And Monica's not super upfront about it. Supreme Monkeys. I did read your message, and it's still not loading. I'll have to, normally when something like that happens on a website, they'll normally back it up by adding a little bit extra time. So I'll keep an eye on it. But I'll keep watching it, I promise. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know, it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. Okay, yeah, you have to pay very close attention to Monica's dialogue and poems to know what's behind her. Okay. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Maybe I'll... You know what? Let's try for Monica. I'm all over the place on this one. I don't know who to choose. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No. It's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here. That's it. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise. It won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Man. Load me? That's sad. It's a sad one. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to spell your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. Poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Fourth wall broken. Haha. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save the game, but if I make a decision, that's the decision we're going to stick with. Also, I should probably save the game because I have not for a while. Alright, we're going to go to Sayori after. She's going to be the last one. We're going to talk to Yuri and see what she thinks about our dark one. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Chris, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. Gerber, do you have two screens? I do have two screens. I've got... Actually, I have my cell phone to the left of random things. I've got my gaming screen right here. And then to my right, I've got my secondary monitor with a layer. It's called layer 1. It shows the chat, shows any band logs. I get to update my dashboard, and I get to see all notifications like people that follow me or disfollow me, and if I want to, I have a little play button of non-copywritten music on my right side. But I also keep Monster Cat up running because I like the playlist on that. So yes. Yep, and I have social media running, so I've got quite a bit of things going on my right screen. But I really that's why I keep looking right all the time, and I try to minimize that with putting my chat a little bit closer to the edge, or just my eyes moving. I'm thinking about putting my camera above it. All right, quick tangent, my bad. All right. Where I can mod people if you need me to. I actually don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm actually not going to do that just because I'm going to keep mods too limited for now. I asked that if you want to be a mod, that you kind of hang out for a bit. I'm not going to do it yet. We'll do that afterwards. We'll look into this, and I want people to be comfortable with my streams before they decide if they want to be mods, so I don't want to just make people mods at random. But, alright, I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity; the raccoon, my urge. The moon increments its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread. Fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I merely projected my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I don't even know what that word is. I'm so sorry. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I gotta load it. Hang tight. All right, and I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express a vivid imaginary and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more of an unusual hobby. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Chris? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. We're a really good listener, okay? We're the best listener. The best listener. Let's see. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm saving Sayori for last. I like your last one better. Hey, really? Well, yeah, I could tell you were a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense. But I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. Whew, that's rough. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I do too. Fun story. Sarah, if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, I'm gonna tell them the spider story. I was laying down with my wife, and we were just talking, and a spider came right in front of my face here, and I did like the worst thing that could be like imagined that you can do to someone, you know, your best friend. You know, I jumped out of bed, ran out the door, and slammed the door behind me, leaving her there with the spider like right in front of her face and in front of my face, because it was a bad bad moment. But yeah, I left the spider to get her. Alright. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Oh, she's gonna be mad because we listened to Yuri's before hers. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I don't really get it, but she said something similar to you, that people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. So, with me reading Yuri's first, before Natsuki, I was able to pass along the information and kind of like break apart like the quarrel that they've been having with each other. We'll see how it plays out though. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Ooh. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think it, just not feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I have no choice, but save the best for last. ... Chris, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how she likes something, if she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Oh. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I get it, because someone in the hang tight, everyone. So I still can't access the website. It's actually the main website that I can't get into either. Seems like everything is down. Just kidding, the main website is loading now. Again, it's loading up. Everyone, I'm not going yet. I'm just gonna go on a quick hiatus. We'll read your poem in just a moment. I'm gonna do something cool. So hang tight for just a moment. And I am back. I did not get what I needed because this website that I'm trying to access today is still not working. It's okay. I have a big spider crawling around the house somewhere, if it's not dead yet. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Yeah, hey. I'm not a kid, you know? Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Chris, will you give me your poems? Kinda want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece that she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. And they come. In such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Oh, that's so sad. She's just trying to make people happy, but she feels like she can't live up to their standards. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit easier. Better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So, if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. I think I'm getting parched. I don't have water. Sayori has been working on postures, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like... Imagining it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember, that's Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Ooh. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? I don't know how. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. And then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Whoops. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I didn't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Haha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Huh, what? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri Anxiously Glances at Each of Us. You can do it, Yuri. So, I don't know if she's anxious because she's like stoked to do this or she just wants to get it over with. Yuri can do it, Yuri. Let's see. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Did you get the skin or have it? Tried it again? I have not gotten it yet, and it is still down. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Wait, what do you mean you don't have a mod badge? You have a mod badge. I see it next to you. It's okay, dude. It is there. We all do see it. So you can do like ban if you want, but don't really ban. Not yet. Don't ban everybody yet. Alright, let's get back to this. But we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Pow. It's okay. I have a sheet in front of me that shows any bans, so they can't just ban. Like, they could ban you, but I can just boop, click a button. Alright, but don't do it. Don't actually ban. But we can joke, though. Joking is fun. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm actually going to put this back up on the screen. My overlay to show the latest followers. I always like to put that up there. It's always good to give everyone a name. Yeah, let's do this. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks into the podium. This one's called My Meadow. We play H1. Oh yeah, so let me finish this one part. Once we're at this part, I'm actually going to finish up soon. Alright everybody, we're almost there. Actually, going a little bit over my time. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? The Geek Tavern. Alright everyone, I'm actually going to stop here. I'm playing for quite some time. I know. Hang tight. You know why? Because today's Sunday, so Monday, I'm going to try to do this tonight and tomorrow, and then going into Amnesia on Tuesday for horror game night. And Wednesday is still Nintendo night, but I'm not sure what we're going to do for that type of day. I don't know if we're actually going to do Nintendo night or if we're going to do... Because I need to catch up on, obviously, Pokken Tournament we play with everyone. Thank you for following me, Glacy Andy. But we'll do this more. I definitely need to beat this because this has to go into my collection because it's a fantastic and fun game. I'm just going to save it twice. Why not? Well, let's do that. But hang tight for more. I promise. It's only going to get better from here on out. Okay? Alright. But everyone, take it easy. Take care. Goodbye.